Good morning all. In the last session we have studied about different components of motherboards. These are the components of motherboard: processor, BIOS, that is basic input output system, CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor, slots and various types of slots, and disk controllers. So, dear students, in this session, let us discuss next component, that is input output ports and interfaces. First, we shall see what is port and interfaces. Port is a socket on the computer used to connect external device to the computer. Port is nothing but it is a socket on the computer used to connect what? External device to the computer. Interfaces. An interface is a shared boundary across which two separate components can exchange information. It is a shared boundary across which two separate components can exchange information. The ports and interfaces are used to connect external devices like external devices are printers, keyboards or scanners to the computer, which gets connected to the computer's motherboard. And these ports and interfaces are found on the rear side of a computer. There are several types of ports like serial port, parallel port, USB port and AGP port, etc. These are types of ports. Let's see one by one. First one, consider serial port. This port is also known as communication ports, that is COM, communication ports or RS-232C ports. They are used for connecting communication devices like mouse and modem. Okay, it needs a single wire to transmit one bit of data. So this port transfers data serially, hence the name serial port. So this port transfers data serially, one bit at a time. Hence it takes 8 times longer to transfer a byte. 1 byte means 8 bits. So it takes 8 times longer to transfer a byte. Okay, so it needs a single wire to transmit 1 bit of data. So there are two varieties of COM ports, the 9-pin ports and 25-pin ports. 9-pin ports and 25-pin ports. See, types of ports in the motherboard. This picture shows the connector side of ATX motherboard. Next one, parallel port. Parallel ports are used to connect external input output devices like printers or scanners. And this port used to transfer of data, usually 1 byte means 8 bits at a time. Parallel transfer of data, usually 1 byte means 8 bits at a time. So parallel ports come in the form of a 25-pin connector. Important concept, serial port and parallel port. Next, port IDE, that is integrated digital electronics. IDE devices like CD-ROM drives or hard disk drives are connected to the motherboard through the IDE port. So IDE devices on CD-ROM drives or hard disk drives are connected to the motherboard through the IDE port. Next one is USB port, very important question. This concept is very important. USB, that is Universal Serial Bus. USB is a Universal Serial Bus. This port gives a single, standardized, easy to use way to connect a variety of newer peripherals to a computer. And these devices include printers, scanners, digital cameras, web cameras, speakers, etc. The USB supports a data speed of 12 megabits per second Mbps and supporting up to 127 devices. It is a plug and play device. It is a plug and play device, and USB is a plug and play interface between a computer and add-on devices. Add-on devices such as audio players, modems, scanners, etc. These are add-on devices. With the USB, a new device can be added to the computer without adding an adapter card or even turning the computer off. These are the features of USB and uses of USB. See, USB port. Next, see PS2 port, that is personal system port. This port was developed by IBM to interface keyboards and pointing devices like mouse, trackballs and touchpads. This port is also called as mouse port, as most computers now have a PS2 port to connect a mouse. This port is also called as a mouse port. And this port uses synchronous serial signals to communicate between the keyboard and a mouse to the computer. This is PS2 port and connector. Next, AGP port. AGP, accelerated graphics port. This port is used to connect to graphic card that provides high speed video performance typically required in games and other multimedia applications. This port is used to connect to graphic card that provides a high speed video performance typically required in video games and other multimedia applications. Next one is SCSI port, that is Small Computer System Interface port. Small Computer System Interface port. This port is used for adding external devices such as high-speed hard disks, high-end scanners and CD-ROM drives. It does a fast data transfers and input-output operations. These ports are very expensive, and as they provide faster access at very high speeds and need a separate dedicated adapters to function. This is about what? SCSI, Small Computer System Interface port. Next one is a VGA port, that is Visual Graphics Adapter port. It connects the monitor to a computer's video card. Okay, it connects a monitor to a computer's video card. It has 15 holes and is similar to serial port connector, but serial port connector has pins, but this has holes. Next one, power connector. Power connector. It has three-pronged plug. It has three-pronged plug. It connects to the computer's power cable that plugs into a power bar or a wall socket. that is nothing but power connector. Next one, modem is short for modulator demodulator. It connects personal computers modem to the telephone network. How it is working? Modem is short for what? Modulator demodulator. It is a hardware component that allows a computer or another device such as a router or a switch to connect to the internet, and it converts or modulates an analog signal from a telephone or cable wire to digital data in the form of ones and zeros that a computer can recognize. Next one is a firewire port. Firewire port. It transfers large amounts of data at a very fast speed, and it connects camcorders and video equipments to the computer. Here the data travels at 400 to 800 megabits per second, and it is invented by Apple. There are three varieties of firewire port. Are 4-pin firewire with the 400 connector. Second one is 6-pin firewire with the 400 connector, and 9-pin firewire with 800 connector. This is about firewire port. Next one is Ethernet port. Ethernet port. It connects to a network and high-speed internet. It connects to a network and a high-speed internet. It connects a network cable to a computer. And this port resides on an Ethernet card. And here data travels at 10 megabits to 1000 megabits per second depending upon the network bandwidth. Next we will say game port. Game port. It connects a PC to a joystick. It connects a PC to a joystick, and it is now replaced by what? A USB, that is Universal Serial Bus. Next one, DVI. DVI port, that is Digital Video Interface Port. Digital Video Interface Port. It connects a flat panel LCD monitor to the computer's high-end videographic cards, and it is very popular among video card manufacturers. Next, sockets. These are used to connect microphone, speakers to sound card of the computer. Sockets are used to connect what? Microphone, speakers to sound card of the computer. Next port, MIDI, that is MIDE, Musical Instrument Digital Interface Port. It is a system designed to transmit information between electronic musical instruments. It is a system designed to transmit information between different electronic musical instruments. A MIDI musical keyboard can be attached to a computer and allow a performer to play music that is captured by the computer system. Captured by the computer system. Next, say important concept, bus. Bus. What is bus? See the definition. A bus is a collection of parallel wires that form a pathway to carry address, data and control signal. It is a collection of parallel wires that form a pathway to carry address, data and control signals. Here the different components of computer, that is CPU, input output unit and memory unit, are connected to each other by a bus. And here the data, instructions and the signals are carried between the different components through a bus. See the functional features of bus are: a bus is a set of wire and each wire can carry one bit of data. So the bus contains multiple wires, okay, that is signal lines with the addressing information describing the memory location of where the data is being sent or retrieved. And each wire in the bus carries a bit or bits of information, which means the more wires a bus has, the more information it can address. A bus width is defined what by the number of wires in the bus. These two are features of bus. Next we'll see types of bus. A computer bus can be divided into two types. First one is an internal bus. Second type of bus is external. By the way, you can understand it is external means outside. So all the components which are present outside the computer, that is external devices. So there are two types of bus. First one is internal bus, second one is external bus. First one, see, internal bus. It connects major computer components like processor, memory and input output. It connects major computer components like processor, memory and input output, and it is also called as what? A system bus. And this internal bus classified into three types. First one is data bus, second one is address bus and third one is control bus. There are three types of internal bus. What is external bus? It connects the different external devices, peripheral, expansion slots, input output ports to the rest of the computer, and it is also called the expansion bus, and it is slower than the system or internal bus. Let's see first type of internal bus, that is data bus. Data bus provides a path to transfer data between CPU and memory. So it provides a path to transfer data between CPU and memory, and the bus may consist of 32, 64 and 128 lines of a wire. The number of lines is referred to as the width of the data bus. So the main function is what? Data bus provides a path to transfer data between CPU and memory. And you know, the data bus width affects the speed of a computer. In a 16-bit line bus can transfer 16 bits of data, and the bus speed is measured in a megahertz, and higher the bus speed, faster the processor speed. This is about what? Data bus. Next, address bus. This address bus connects CPU and RAM with a set of lines of wire similar to data bus. It connects what? CPU and RAM with a set of lines of wire similar to data bus. And the address bus width determines the maximum number of memory locations the computer can address. Here the transfer of address between the devices takes place by the address bus itself. PCs presently have a bus speed varying from 100 MHz to 400 MHz. Presently, PCs have a bus speed varying from 100 MHz to 400 MHz. Next, third type of system bus, that is control bus. That is control bus. The control bus is being used to coordinate the operations of computer system. This bus is used to control the access to and the use of the data and address lines. Here coordinating the operations means first from input unit the data is getting passed to CPU. After CPU the data is getting stored in memory unit, and then from memory unit you get the results through a output unit. So all these activities are under the controls of a control bus. So this bus is used to control the access to and the use of the data and address lines. That is about what? Internal bus. Types of internal bus. There are three types. I repeat: data bus, address bus and control bus. Data bus which affects the speed of computer, and this bus speed is measured in megahertz, and higher the bus speed, faster the processor speed. Address bus is nothing but the transfer of address between the devices takes place by the address bus. Control bus is used to control the access to and the use of the data and address lines. Let us discuss the remaining topics of this chapter in the next session. So I hope you all understood these points. Thank you.